has the call.
Thank you, Speaker. And my question is to the Minister for Infrastructure and Transport, representing the Minister for Broadband, Communications and the Digital Economy. Will the Minister update the House on the importance of the government's national broadband network? And, Minister, why is the government investing in the technology of the future, not the past?
The Minister for Infrastructure and Transport has the call.
I thank the member for Reid for his question, and I note that by the end of this week, NBN fibre is scheduled to be switched on in suburbs, more premises in Homebush and Lidcombe in the member's electorate. And indeed, as well as in South Perth, Victoria Park, Sawtell and Penrith. The national broadband network being rolled out right around the country, and I'm reminded by the member for Brand that it's being rolled out in Mandurah as well. This is bringing 21st century technology right to people's homes where it is needed. The alternative policy by those opposite proposes fridge-like boxes on the corner of every street and then copper to the home. In the 21st century, they want taxpayers to pay Telstra for 19th century technology. Now, not that their plan has actually factored in paying Telstra for the copper network, but of course the Shadow Minister for Broadband and the copper economy is not alone in arguing the merits of copper in this chamber. Indeed, a member, Mr Thomas Brown, is recorded as arguing in the old chamber, the old place, copper is used for greater efficiency. He was out there arguing the case for copper, just like the member for Wentworth today. You can look it up in Hansard, 23rd of November 1910. 103 years ago, this bloke would have been a visionary. But today he's way behind. Way behind. But let me tell you, there were similar naysayers back then. There was a fellow that the member for Wentworth could relate to, Mr Matthews. He said this: the practical men in the department, not the theorists, think that nothing is gained by using copper wire for short lines. Some of the iron wire lines have been in use for 30 years and give us gooder results now as the copper wire lines. You can just envisage the member for Wentworth back then with the top hat on, rocking up to Parliament saying, "We don't need this copper rubbish, the iron is fine." Just like today he argues we don't need the fibre, the copper is fine. Just like the Leader of the Opposition sees Sonny Bill Williams at a launch and goes, "Oh, is that Sonny Bill or is that an apparition?" I mean, you have a situation whereby those opposite are simply unprepared for the future. We on this side are engaging with the NBN because it is a part of our economic future, not the past.